Hey, Tam Wrigley here, and thanks for tuning in to the season finale of the 1 o'clock show. We've had some great guests hit our couch this season, but we've left some of the best to last. She was the villain in the 2013 My Kitchen Rules, and she joins me on the couch today. It is Sophia Pou, and everyone loves him from game shows right through to the morning show. It is Larry Emdur. So grab yourself a wine, kick off those shoes, and enjoy this week's show. It's Friday, it is 5 o'clock, and it is wine o'clock time. Welcome Larry Emdur and Sophia Pou to the couch this week. Cheers. Hey. Wind down from a great week. Larry, thanks for joining us on the show today, and Sophia.
I'd be rude to Larry.
Was that a sip before you said anything? Cheers.
Apparently you have to cheers, look each other in the eye, and
then sit. Yeah, it's rude not to.
Sorry.
Oh, wow, no.
Whoa.
No.
Well, this is going to be a really long, drawn-out chat because we couldn't even do that thing then. All we had to do was cheers, and that didn't even happen.
What do you want to do?
Is it too late to replace me with Mark Loretta?
Okay.
All right.
We're here to work.
The most
We're here to
awkward.
work.
Yeah. 100%.
Let's get this show on the road. It is a big topic that is going to set tongues wagging this week, and that is the 63-year-old Tasmanian who became Australia's oldest mum this week, giving birth at 63. She has definitely caused some controversy, and we're going to chat to our panel and get their thoughts and views on this very hot topic. Is she too old? Do you think she's being selfish? I know she's never had a child, and this was her option, but at 63, do I think when that poor child's 18, are they still going to be here?
I think these things are so case sensitive.
Yeah.
There are so many lives involved and so much heart and soul in these decisions. You can see, we understand that she would have agonised over this for a long, long time. But yeah, everyone can sit on the couch and have their say, but it's what's happening in that house at that moment. I know you're going to have... Well, I can tell by the way you're breathing. But she's
got an opinion.
Oh, shut up, Larry.
I'm going to hit you with the facts. No, I actually think it's really selfish, and I think it's self-indulgent because I see life as a series of stages. There is a stage to bear children, have a family, and do all those things, but there's also a stage called, adulthood, and then your later years in life, middle age, and things like that. I personally think it is selfish, and I wouldn't, I don't think people sort of think long term. And like you said, when that child is 18, what is she going to be? Is she even going to be around? What is the quality of life for that child?
Because the dad's 78, right?
78, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, he'd be, I don't mean to say it, but wouldn't he be knocking on heaven's door?
Let's...
I'm like...
he might be one of those... I'm 76, so...
You are not?
Yeah, right.
Geez, you look good.
Yeah, TV.
No, but that's a reality, and it's about acceptance, and I'd love to have that in my life. I'd love to have a partner, I'd love to have kids, but I also accept the fact that it might not happen for me. Seeing the way my dating life is going, probably not. But I think it's about acceptance, and I think she missed that boat a long time ago. You're at a different stage now.
I have a friend whose mother was much, much older, and it was difficult for him and her, particularly when he was coming into, he was an only child and coming into his teenage years, and the generation gap was so wide and so difficult to navigate for both of them. So it was I'm not saying they're all like that, but that was one case where it was difficult. It was difficult, and that's different to my mum was very young, probably too young when she had us. Yeah. But it is a different kind of relationship. But you don't know how it's going to pan out. You're just going to breathe every time I say something?
She's just going to sigh every time she doesn't agree.
I don't... 63, come on, 63.
Yeah.
I mean, she might be healthy, she might,
Because you think too, like at, say, even 78, having to deal with a toddler, having to deal with a newborn,
I know that
waking up 5 times in the night.
We had I was 30 when we had Judd, and it's full on, right? It's full on, pushing the pram around and running around after them, up all night, and we were tired and we were emotional. So I don't know how that pans out when you're 70, 78.
Maybe she'll hire a nanny. A young hot nanny. No.
Yeah, a young hot nanny. That's our next headline, right?
Awkward. Rebecca Judd this week went on maternity leave, but not before, causing a little bit of on-air controversy. This would have to have been one of the most awkward moments on Australian TV. Take a look.
It does, but also it's the last time that we'll be working together for a little while because you're off on a break.
Yes,
Tony, giving birth to those twins of yours. We'll all miss you, but of course everyone in the newsroom sends much love and very best wishes.
Thank you. I'll miss you all too. Wish me luck. I'm going to need it.
Yeah, well, I tell you, the Carlton supporters are very excited.
Well, they should be.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I like that.
Ooh.
Okay, good. This is going well.
You're funny.
So we've seen this week poor old Beck Judd said her farewells on news, reading the news, and that awkward moment when Tony Jones pulls in for a kiss on live television. Have there been a moment, both Sophia and Larry, where you've had on television?
Well, just downstairs when I saw Sophia, that's exactly what she did.
Yeah.
Followed by a slap. It was like a, what? Awkward. We do awkward. I do awkward all the time. Every day there's awkward on TV. That's the good stuff too.
Yeah. Has there never been a standout moment where you went, oh, that was just bad?
Oh, 100%. Well, there was plenty, because I used to do a show called The Price is Right, and there were plenty of people then. I've got 1,000 of those stories. So the woman who lived in a caravan park who won an electric roller door. She lived in a caravan, and she went, and her reaction was like, no. There was a woman once who lived in a 40th floor apartment, and she won an above ground swimming pool.
Oh no!
So instead of these fantastic yay faces, they're like,
oh, what am I going to do with that?
But awkward all the time.
Yeah.
Awkward. I mean, right here, awkward.
Why?
No, I mean, look, every time I do any kind of TV work, it's awkward because it's not something that is natural to me, and it is something that I never feel goes right. I remember when I started MKR, and then when that went to air, just watching the playback, it traumatised me. The first two things I thought of when I saw myself on TV were, I have a speech impediment and I look transgender. Like, it's not... It's not a pleasant... It's not a pleasant experience ever. But, there's just so many things that, it's...
But in your defence, you've embraced that.
Yeah.
You go, okay, this is my character, this is what I do, and this is what I do on TV, and people love that about you.
Exactly, and I think...
that you're transgender with a speech impediment. No, this is why you make great TV, actually.
Yeah, because...
This is actually because there's no fear, There's no, I'm worried about what people think or how I look, and that's why we love you on the telly.
Yeah, I mean, look, I do wish I had some kind of filter, but it's at 32, it's just not going to happen. So.
You'd be boring then.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you?
I wouldn't want to hang out with you if
Well, I look at pros like Larry, and I just think, how can I be like that? How do I become, better? But...
She's taking the piss.
Oh, is she? I thought she was actually being serious. I think
no, everyone knows that
Kochie's
Kochie's her favourite, then Manu, then Pete. So we're working our way down.
Are you fifth on the level?
I wouldn't be top 10, I don't think.
Not even.
Not even.
Top
Really? Not even.
50.
No.
No.
I see she's sighing. Oh, Larry, shut up.
Would you like me to find somebody else who actually has you in their top 5?
Next up, yeah. Next up, please. Anyone else on TV? No. This is the thing, and this is what makes TV great now, is to find great characters like Sophia who go, this is me, this is what I'm doing, and I don't care. Because it's the people that come into this synthetic world and worry about what everyone's thinking about them and how they look, and is the lighting right, and you lose the spontaneity and the caring about them, and and how you think they should be or you want them to be.
Yeah.
So your awkwardness and my awkwardness, I think, is about lowering those barriers and going, let's go.
We're just human.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think there was a good friend of mine who said when I first started getting into TV, he was like, find and make joke of the things that you don't like about yourself so that they can't.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So you make it the joke of yourself, you know, and you talk about, you know, whatever it is that you don't like about yourself,
Yeah.
and make it the joke so that it won't hurt you. When
Because
they
you
start
can't be
saying
in this business and be precious.
No.
You can't.
No.
So everyone at Channel 9 is now looking at that, including Tony Jones, going, that was funny, you know, like that's one of the funniest things to happen in a long time. And people like that would have to be accepting of that and go, okay, we're in television, it's live, that was something that happened live, and it's a nice chapter.
There's a report that's come out this week saying that there are too many qualified students leaving university with not enough jobs. Our question this week is, do you think it's still important in today's society to have a degree?
Well, I think we're stuck in that cycle. I really do. I was kicked out of school when I was 15, and a lot of my mates, I was surfing at Bondi, and a lot of my mates were surfers and whatever, and so we didn't, school thing wasn't a thing for us, and a lot of us went off and we were tradies, and I went as a copy boy in the newspaper and stuff, and it mattered less then. I think a lot of people look for that piece of paper. Having said that, some of the most successful people I know, and some of the most successful people in the world, are high school dropouts.
Yeah. Sophia?
Look, I do agree that you can be self-made, and I don't have a degree. I did half of it, but it's also a regret of mine that I didn't finish it. I just think when it comes to education, it's invaluable. I mean, it's something that will, hopefully give you a career, but it also gives you confidence. And I think that I'll always be an advocate for that. But look, everyone is different. And, you know, some people, like Larry, it's not for them. Other people need it. But I think we still live in a society that does, unfortunately, look for credentials like that, regardless of what you actually bring to the workplace. It's more about the credentials. And I find that, you know, now, luckily with, you know, Twitter and Instagram and all that stuff, you can be self-made. And that's a great thing for people that do want to, you know, start something. But yeah, we still live in a society that is a little bit kind of elitist in that sense.
And a lot of employers too want to see the piece of paper, even though if it has any relevance to what you want to pursue. It's just to go, okay, you can start something and finish something. So that's a good quality, whether that piece of paper has any relevance at all to moving forward.
Well, that's it with degrees. And I actually would suggest that somebody does a diploma before a degree, because degrees are academic based. They actually don't teach you how to apply the theory that you're learning. Or as a diploma or even a TAFE course, it's more about how to apply it in everyday life. So I actually think go down that route.
What did you do? What half one did you do?
I did a Bachelor of Communications.
How'd that work out?
It didn't. It didn't. No, I did
Why
half
did you
of
stop
it.
doing it?
You know what? It just was not something I wanted to do in life. And I'm all about, you've got to go with your intuition. It didn't feel right to me. And I thought, well, I'm going to keep doing it if it's not fulfilling me. So I, you know, went and did a completely different path, which was MKR.
I was out of school very early, as I said, and I eventually ended up in the Channel 7 newsroom in Sydney, and as a junior reporter, totally by default, but I was there. And I found that after a year or even 6 months of being there, when university graduates were coming in or people studying communications were coming in, I knew more. I knew more in the 6 months working in that newsroom on the ground, out in the road, than those guys had learnt in 4 years of university. And I think that applies to a lot of industries.
Yep.
And I was very lucky to get in there. And I think that program now, it's probably more of an intern program, but I don't think those people are going on. You know, I think I snuck in.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think it's like that anymore. But I learnt more on the street, on the road, than they would have learnt 3, 4, 5 years at uni.
Yeah. So we put it out there on Facebook this week to ask Larry or ask Sophia a question from our viewers. So there's a few viewer questions that have come up. So I'm just going to throw them at you. We'll do one by one.
Okay.
Nikki Stacey, this is for you, Larry. She would like to know, what would be your dream role on Australian TV, and who is your mentor?
I think I'm in my dream role, actually. Like, I love it. I love the morning shows is live and dangerous and different every single day. So there's no formula to what happens, and it's off the chain and it's a lot of fun. I always loved the concept of a Tonight Show sort of concept. So in television, people like Jimmy Fallon, Jay Leno, David Letterman, they're all my heroes in that.
Will there be a Tonight with Larry anytime soon?
Well, I like that idea. That sounds good, doesn't it? Sounds good. Look, Australia needs a show like that. It's bizarre that we don't have one. And if you go back to Rove and before that, Steve Vizard and Graham Kennedy, they were always great shows. We've got enough international acts now and big stars coming down to warrant a show like that. But I don't know.
Very good. Sophia, Michelle Evans wants to know, with all the attention as a result of My Kitchen Rules, how did you handle the feedback, both good and bad?
I didn't read it.
Didn't you?
No. I went into it with that mindset. I did not go on to any social media. I didn't go onto Facebook. I just did not read anything in relation to it, because the way I see it is, with the compliments will come the insults, both of which you've got to take with equal measure. And I just think, who are these people? At the end of the day, they're people I don't know. If these comments were coming from my family or friends, different story, I'd pay attention. But I don't know these people, they don't know me. Why am I going to waste the energy? And it's easier said than done, but from day one, I have literally not Googled, I have not read anything. I tell my family and friends, don't flag me with anything. I do not want to know.
Okay, Larry, Michelle Evans also wants to know, as a true survivor of Australian TV industry, what is Larry's process for maintaining his energy, enthusiasm and great attitude, particularly with all the challenges that exist in media for high-profile personalities like yourself?
I love it. I love what I do. And as I've already told you, I'm not qualified to do anything or anything else. Out of school when I was 15, couldn't read, couldn't write, can't spell, can't add up. Like, seriously, none of that. So just every day I'm grateful that I go to work and get to basically have fun. And that was true of 20 years on and off with The Price is Right, and everything in between that, and now with the morning show. It's like, I feel really lucky. And there's no... And it's nervous energy as well. Like, when I'm nervous, I smile. So people look at me and go, oh, you're always smiling. I'm like, no, I'm always nervous.
Even in this day and age, because you've been on TV for so long, do you still get nervous going on TV?
Because I struggle with reading and comprehension, all the things that I failed school for miserably. I failed everything in school. So the auto cue is a problem for me. Like reading, trying to stay on track reading is a problem for me. I'm fine when I'm off like this. But so there are things, and then the beauty of the morning show is that in every commercial break someone else comes and sits down on the couch, and you've got to try and get your head around that quickly and not know where that's going to go, and that's the exciting thing. So for me, I always look excited because I'm nervous all the time, probably, but I love it. I love it. I feel very, very blessed to have been out of school at 15 with no real qualifications, and then just sort of stumbled onto to fun things each time.
Do you feel proud of where you've got to, because knowing that you didn't finish school and that you failed school, let's say?
I feel lucky. I actually feel lucky. I don't feel proud because I know I still screw it up all of the time, but I feel lucky to have found a place. Because if it wasn't this, it'd be, I don't know.
Surfing.
That's all I wanted to do. That's how I bummed out of school, was to start working overnight so I could surf during the day.
Yeah.
But my first job was working in a newspaper overnight, and that sort of led to journalism, basically. So I got to do that, but I don't know what I'd do if I wasn't doing this. So I actually feel I love it. I love what I do.
Tracy Mathers wants to know, Larry, which area of TV do you enjoy the most? Game shows, working on your own, or working with somebody like Kylie?
So I love doing what I do with Kylie, and it's a really great environment. It's a great it's like a little playroom, like it's such good fun, like a playground. Price is Right, nothing will ever compare to that. The excitement and the energy and the variety, not knowing what was going to happen next, that happening in front of an audience, that unfolding, being part of lives changing sometimes. Sometimes people would win a terracotta bird bath, but other times they'd win cars and units on the Gold Coast and real...
I remember watching Larry when I was like 10. And...
Hey.
No, Larry, in all honesty, that show, you are iconic. There are very few people that I associate with my childhood, but he is one of them. And I can't believe that I grew up to meet someone like Larry. Things like that just didn't happen to people like me. How I grew up, where I grew up, this is just a dream, and I still pinch myself. And he didn't pay me to say that. So
this is why you can't give people alcohol during interviews. It's like it's turned into a Dr. Phil session now.
So it is that time of the day that we love so much here on the 1 o'clock show, and it is Never Have I Ever. Have you played?
No.
No, I've never played.
I'm old.
All right.
Last game I played was like Monopoly. Oh.
Really? I have.
Oh.
I have never.
Oh.
I'm going to ask you some questions,
Yeah.
and you have to... Larry looks worried already.
I'm pretty worried about this.
You have to answer whether you have or you have never.
Okay.
And there is no lying in Never Have I Ever, Larry. And
Okay.
if you've got a good story that goes along with it,
All right.
we like to hear that too. Are we ready?
All right.
Never
We've
have
got
I
one of these
ever
at home.
stuck my hand into a toilet to retrieve something. Never?
No.
I've never. Never?
No.
Good question, though.
Never have I
You
ever.
would not be shaking hands with the person who said I have, would you? No.
Oh, you'd be surprised at some of the stories we've had when we've asked that question. Never have I ever played strip poker.
I have never.
Larry!
No, I believe that. I believe that.
Have you not?
Never.
Never.
Really?
Never.
When was this? You have to.
You can't turn it back around now.
You can't take it back.
How can you have not played? Really?
When was this?
Oh, a long time ago.
What, last week?
Last week. I think it was the week before. No, it was February. No. Oh, I'm sorry. I've dubbed myself in there.
Yeah.
I think that's not. Is that not normal?
Like, how much clothing did you take
Yeah.
off?
Did you go like
Did you
all
go
the way
full
Monty?
naked?
Well, I feel like you guys are like those little predator dinosaurs on Jurassic Park, like all picking at me like that,
Picking at your bones.
picking at my bones. No, the whole. Well, yeah, that's the whole idea, right?
No.
Have you never done that for a romantic night in? Oh, you've got to do it.
Was it just
You've got to
once
do
a
it. When's your husband's birthday?
12th of August.
Take a pack of cards. Say, Laz.
Not at the dinner party.
Not at the dinner party. Take a pack of cards and say,
Okay.
Laz
What
says
do you
this
play
was a
though?
good
Is it
idea.
poker or...
Doesn't really matter.
Oh, okay.
No, no. And it's not for me. It's not.
Never have I ever had a picture of me posted on Facebook that I've tried to take down. That you didn't like.
I'm not on Facebook.
Oh, aren't you?
No.
Like
Or
a
on
tag?
Instagram?
Is this when friends tag you or
Well, you know,
things
like
like
there's
that?
somebody's put maybe a not so flattering photo or something a bit shocking on Facebook,
Oh,
You've asked
yeah,
him to
I
take it
tell-
down.
and you've asked either Facebook or them to take it down.
No,
Is it on Instagram even?
yeah, on Facebook. I tell my friends off. Unless
yeah?
I approve a photo, they can't put it up.
Yeah.
I'm a public person. I have a profile, Larry. No, really.
Oh, sorry, you're being serious. Sorry. I thought you were joking. I thought it was a little joke. I thought it was a little Sophia
Then
joke.
my friends know better than to tag me without my approval. What?
No, that's a good
Coming
story.
off your strip poker story.
Sorry, that
you're
was-
looking at me like
Yeah, well, you freak.
weirdo.
Never have I ever had a near-death experience. I have.
Oh, yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
What's yours?
I've
You've
never.
never.
No.
No?
Larry, what's yours?
Well, I hosted a show called Celebrity Dog School.
Yeah.
That was it.
Oh no. That's terrible.
No, I die almost every week on TV.
Yeah, I die internally, but no, not.
Never have I ever committed a crime.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Against, like,
Anything.
humanity or...
Yeah. As in, like, you know, you
No,
could be
like-
arrested for it, or you've been
No.
arrested for it.
No.
No.
Only,
What
only,
I have up.
oh, sorry. Only playing strip poker
Yeah.
in public. Was that wrong? At the beach. No, no, no.
At midday.
At
At
midday.
midday.
Yeah.
Between the flags.
No.
Yeah.
What did you say? You strike me as a bit of a naughty...
Have you?
Oh, what's the spot?
What's your story?
What was the question?
Committed a
You've
crime.
broken the law.
Yeah, like when I was a teenager, like stealing, like, you know, tester makeup, like lipsticks and stuff.
Did you?
But that was
Did you
about
get
it.
caught?
No. But that's as far as my life of crime went. Like going to Target and taking like a tester
Well, you need to
lipstick.
go to Target on your way home and give them
Give them
money.
$2.
Yeah, I'm doing that
Although
now.
now it's probably like-
I'm a kleptomaniac. No.
Yeah, that's right.
My bottle of Burf will be gone by
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And all the
Today-
shampoo bottles in the in the
Day of
toilet.
confessions today. Yeah, but that's it. What about you?
Me, no. Well, my parents owned a supermarket in Tasmania, so I never had to steal. My only thing that I did get caught doing was underage drinking in a
Okay.
pub.
Oh,
Yeah. But in my defence, I was there to watch a band. I was 15, and I was supposed to be out in the family section. But while the band was, setting up and getting ready, I went out to the public area and was playing pool.
Smoking.
Yeah, probably smoking. But I wasn't drinking. But then the cops walked in and asked me for my ID, and I would have went white.
Wow.
Yeah, so I had to go to court and everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
Lucky you weren't locked up in juvie.
I know.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And
Wow.
you too, little
I
Miss
know, you would have
Target
seen me
Thief.
there.
Yeah. You would have been Queen Bee. You,
I would have been your bitch.
Fuck, yeah.
you would have been slamming
We're the
girls' heads in the
top
steamer.
Come on.
Oh dear. Never have I ever been caught or walked in on having sex.
Now, well, hang on, that's a big question. Say it again.
You've never been caught or walked in on having sex. You have? You have? I have.
I have.
Yeah. Stories.
Have you have?
Yeah.
I have. Have you have? What's your story? You were first with the bat.
Yeah. You swung that around pretty quick.
Well, like I get off on the. I
Larry
like.
needs a fit.
Need another drink. You get off on.
No, I'm not going to go down that path. No, I have, and it was. Gosh, I would have been 21, and it was by my mum. She walked in.
Oh no.
I know, it was so awkward because I was living with her at the time. And yeah, rookie mistake, didn't lock the door, but that was the one time.
Larry?
No, I can't beat that story. That's good, such a good story.
Mine was, I have, and it was I've got a 14-year-old, but he would have been maybe 10 at the time. And, he's all into his games, and Pete and I are, doing our thing, and he walks through the door, so we, frozen under the doona, and he goes, "Mum, can I play video games?" I went, yeah, go. And as he's walking out the door, he turns around and he goes, "What are you doing?" Like this.
Did you say we're playing video games?
So we're just sleeping. Off you go. So that was
Mummy and
mine.
Daddy having a nap.
Mum and your daddy having a nap, yes. You going to tell us your story?
No, that's a horrible story. No.
Come on, you've got to tell us your story.
Well, it's all sort of the same, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's all sort of the same.
Kids, yeah,
Do
parents.
Kids, doors, yeah.
Or you
And what
said
was
all
the
of
thing?
the above?
Well, all of the above. What was the thing back in the day where you had to put...
Sock on the door?
A sock on the door. No, a Vaseline on the doorknob.
What?
So the little kid couldn't open the door. Was that it?
No, I don't know.
Oh, you should try
I've never
that.
heard of that.
So that, because when Jai was like 3 and he could reach the door handle, then but he'd have to reach up like that, and then he couldn't turn it. So you get it.
So did you put Vaseline on the door handle?
I'm just
Did it
saying,
turn
I
dry?
don't think I ever did that. I'm just saying that was the thing. You should have done it with your mother. Everything would be all right
I don't
today.
even have Vaseline. I don't even have a tub of Vaseline. Who uses Vaseline? Well, obviously now I know you use Vaseline.
Well, it was back in the day when
Yeah.
you'd use it for squeaky doors,
Yeah.
fix the car,
Chapped lips.
chap lips, cooking.
Did you? Vaseline cooking?
I might have just made that up to finish the segment up
Instead of
faster.
oil, Vaseline. It's a healthier alternative.
Never have I ever Googled myself. You have? You've never.
I have never.
What do you look for when you Google yourself?
Well, you make it sound like I do it all the time. I don't do it all the
Googled
time.
himself before he came.
Yeah.
No, because there was there was a whole bunch of stuff happening on Wikipedia with me, where I died twice. I was found drowned in my own vomit in an
really?
inner city apartment near a brothel. So I went through a point of Googling and just checking the Facebook, and then I thought checking the Facebook updates, and then I thought it's so out of control that I'm just going to put it out there on my Twitter and Instagram to go, everybody, my Facebook's so crazy, just help yourself to it. And so I just invited everybody to screw with my Facebook page because it was so stupid. It was that I was brought up wearing dresses, selling Turkish delights on Bondi Beach. People just had fun with it.
Wow.
Yeah, so I did go through a stage of sort of checking on the updates on that.
Yeah.
I haven't checked it for a while,
I was
but it
gonna
was a
say,
lot of fun.
you're not on Facebook.
I'm
are
not,
you?
no.
Is
But there's a lot
that
of-
a choice?
I just never did.
No.
For some reason. Never did, but there's a whole bunch of Larry Emdurs on there, using my photos and my blogs and my pictures of my family and everything, apparently.
Really?
Yeah, and Channel 7 tried to sort of shut them all down for a while, and it was too hard.
Yeah.
So I thought it's better that they're there. They're clearly not me. And just, who cares?
Okay, last question. Never have I ever joined the Mile High Club.
Oh,
I've never.
I have never.
Stop it.
What?
You've got a cheeky look on your face
Yeah, you
already.
do. You've got a really bad poker face.
I have never. Where would you do it?
In the toilet.
Where everyone
Oh,
else
because
does
that
it.
is hygienic. That would be horrific. I could not think of anything worse. What did you do? I have. Yeah, right. You have.
No, my wife was a flight attendant. We met. She was a flight attendant. We were flying.
Is that how you met it in the bathroom?
No.
In 5.
I'll do the secret knock.
Yeah. No, I've never.
No. Awesome.
I don't believe.
Well, I don't believe you.
I'll ask that question again. I think the answer would be different. No,
He's not letting us know. He's being on the fence, coy.
Yeah.
I got such a grilling for the strip poker one that I'm very sensitive now.
And you
I'm
would
hesitant.
fly business and flirt. If I was in first class or business, I could see how that would
But it's
work.
still a toilet, isn't it? The same toilet. whether
Because
it's
you
in-
have a reclining chair, whereas in economy you're like this.
You don't have sex in the chairs.
No, I would.
You've really
prefer-
thought this through. You've really actually thought through how you could do this.
No, I have never.
Very good. Grab your wines. So,
100%.
cheers. Thank
Oh.
you so much for joining me
Thank
on the
you.
show
Thank you.
today.
Thank you. Great fun.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And Larry, we'll see you on the morning show next Monday.
Yes.
Yes?
If I haven't said anything too bad here.
No.
Because there is a chance that the network will can me if I've said something really bad. Cheers.
Sophia, what's next for you?
Not much.
No,
We're gonna get
go to the pub to get a free meal.
Yeah.
That's about it. Yeah.
Awesome. Cheers. Have a great
Thank
weekend,
you.
guys.
Cheers.
Thanks for watching this week's episode of The 1 O'Clock Show, and a big thank you to all of you for tuning in each and every Friday here on Facebook at 5 o'clock to watch The 1 O'Clock Show. It's been a great season, and hey, in about 2 months' time, we'll be back with new guests here on the couch. A big thank you to Larry Emdur and Sophia Pou for joining me on the couch today. Be sure to like The 1 O'Clock Show on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to The 1 O'Clock Show on YouTube. Until we see you again in about 2 months' time, have a great weekend and a fabulous week ahead.